Everyone has money dysmorphia and are living lives that don't align with their incomes. But why? Hey, I'm Maria Bermeo, clinical psychologist, and on this channel we talk about everything related to, of course, psychology. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. Before starting this video, I want to remind you that I give in-person therapy. And if you're out of this place, I got you because I also give online therapy. So please feel free to reach me out on my social media, my email, my phone number. All of them will be listed down below on the description box as well. What exactly is money dysmorphia? It's the distorted perspective on one's financial situation, regardless of the amount of money they have, which creates an unhealthy relationship with it and its bad administration. Money dysmorphia is not an illness, at least not officially, as it is not registered in any psychological nor medical pathology guide. However, it is a phenomenon that affects a huge part of the population, especially millennials and Gen Z. And there are two ways in which this complication can manifest: over-hoarding and overspending. Over-hoarding refers to saving money in an obsessive manner in fear of scarcity and feeling that their income is never enough despite it being higher than the average. Usually, this happens in individuals that come from poor backgrounds or went through economic difficulties as bankruptcy, in which they had to deprive themselves of many things due to a significant lack of money. Knowing what poverty and uncertainty mean and the challenges they bring, these people are afraid to go back to that. Hence why they have a lot in their savings account, buy the cheapest stuff, and spend only on vital things. And sometimes they even neglect those basic things, as health for example, and forbid themselves to get some treat even if it's once in a while. This can be due to PTSD symptoms, as a bad economic status brings a lot of stress, anxiety, depression, which they try to avoid feeling ever again. Many people that overhoard actually believe that if they spend money, they are automatically risking themselves to have a huge monetary deficit all over again. Hence why they avoid anything that has to do with spending some bills. Hoarding excessively can also be related to the well-known pathological hoarding and obsessive-compulsive disorder issue, as it is evident that the need to accumulate becomes a burden for this type of patients, as they tend to overthink, isolate, be more stressed and anxious than the average person, and triggered when they have to pay, even if it is for essential stuff. Saving money for emergencies, to accomplish goals or dreams for your and your loved ones' futures is more than great, as it involves a life project and increases motivation. The problem comes when that behavior causes continuous problems in other areas of your life. On the other side of the spectrum, we have overspending. Spending way more money than you have is not new. People have always tried to portray a successful image for the world to see, which usually equals richness. However, with the rise of social media, this issue has been more present than ever before. On the internet, people only show the best parts of their lives. Going out very often, eating at luxurious places, traveling a lot of times of the year, buying expensive cars, clothes, having the newest cell phone, which is amazing if they have the income for that, but most people actually don't. The thing is, you don't really know who's lying about their lifestyles and who doesn't. So you might believe that you are behind everyone and that you need to do the same, and that's when the problem starts. Trying to live up to someone else's wealthy lifestyle happens because most people are afraid of missing out and be left out by their peers. So they try to show how successful they are as well by spending in things they can't afford and accumulate debt. Some even try to live by the fake it till you make it mantra to manifest a rich life, risking their monetary situation long term. Everything just to fit this new luxurious social media standard. Living a life that you cannot afford to impress others will only surprise yourself and your pocket later on when you check your bills and see that your expenses surpass your earnings, and will generate a lot of stress, overwhelm, and even suicidal thoughts for not knowing how to get out of that situation. Online shopping has also made overspending so easy. It all starts with captivating ads telling you this is the best product ever, you cannot live without it, already catching your attention. And that, plus the easy purchases that can be made by just one click, create the perfect formula for you to pay for things that you won't even use because of how unnecessary they are. And to that, let's add that many products sold online are actually very cheap, but these low price products may actually cause you to buy more of them, and little by little you can end up paying hundreds of dollars, which also causes huge debts without you even realizing it until the bills get to you. There are actually plenty of studies like this one that show how people spend their money on non-vital things just because. And these studies also determine that generally society has enough money to live a nice and comfortable life, but it's their bad money management that causes them to believe that they don't have enough to support themselves. So what can we do about money dysmorphia? Get a sense of reality, touch some grass, analyze and realize your actual income, and reflect if your expenses align to that. If you cannot keep up with your bills, you might be overspending. And if you live a tight life, meaning that you literally live check by check, you might be in a good path. But that might be a red flag to check what you're spending your money on. 3 bottles in one night out, cut into 2, and then gradually to 1 bottle. Too many products on online stores, take a break from them. Disconnect from the internet. You pay a lot on skincare products and supplements. Check which of them are actually necessary for you and ditch the others. And if you're over hoarding, it's time to take a look at your savings account. Notice the amount of money you have. It is most likely good to back you up long term. And also think about this. How many times you have deprived yourself from something you really wanted and were able to afford but didn't? Did it frustrate you? How did you really feel? Were you happy? Is there something you want right now? Can you acquire it without sacrificing your savings? These questions are so important to answer to realize if saving money is becoming the cause of your sense of insecurity and discomfort in the present time, having the opposite effect than the one intended. Not to make you go to the other extreme and overspend your money, but to take a step back and realize that you can actually enjoy and be happy without risking your stability. Money dysmorphia is not an easy task to face on your own. It may be a topic that would be helpful to discuss with a mental health provider as a psychologist. As in therapy, we can unpack the root of the problem, its development and consequences, and also build a plan to face your own particular situation. Is there anything you learned from this video or something that you would like to add? Leave a comment below. Also, don't forget to like and share this video with anyone that you think may need this, and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss out from more interesting psychology content. Thanks for watching.